हरि ओम् नमः सर्वेभ्यः। अद्य सप्तमीकक्षार्थं सर्वेभ्यः स्वागतम्. Welcome you all for the 7th session on online Sanskrit classes. Before we get started with the today's topics, we will revise the previous lessons once. एकवारं वयं पुनर्स्मरणं कृत्वा वयम् अग्रे गच्छामः. So the first thing what we learned in the last class was about bahuvachanam. So examples like saha balakaha, te balakaha. So he is boy and they are boys. And sa balika, taha balikaha. She is girl and they are all girls. And tat pustakam, tani pustakani. That is book. Those are books. So here we have seen examples like saha balakaha, te balakaha, saha devaha, te devaha, saha devalayaha, te devalayaha, saha margaha, te margaha, and sa balika, taha balikaha, sa vatika, taha vatikaha, सा भगिनी ताः भगिन्यः, सा देवी ताः देव्यः. Similarly for neuter, tat pustakam, tani pustakani, tat dwaram, tani dwarani, tat griham, tani grihani, and tat phalam, tani phalani. So like that we have seen a lot of examples and we have worked out some exercises also. And we have also seen bahuvachana forms for the kriya padam, that is the verbs. The bahuvachana forms are like gacchati, the bahuvachana will be gacchanti, saha gacchati, te gacchanti, saha gacchati, he goes, and te gacchanti, they are going, and saha likhati, te likhanti, he is writing, they are writing, saha patati, te patanti, he is studying and they are studying. And we also seen in the examples with aham and vayam. Aham gacchami, vayam gacchamaha, aham likhami, vayam likhamaha, I am writing, we are all writing, aham vadami, vayam vadamaha, I am telling, we are all telling. And we have also seen examples with agnya and order like gacchatu, gacchantu, bhavan gacchatu, bhavantaha gacchantu, you go, you all go, and bhavan likhatu, bhavantaha likhantu, you write and you all write, it's singular and plural. And we have also seen the page numbers of these bahuvachana parts in our workbook. For bahuvachanam, I'll just do a revision for bahuvachanam also. Ramaha, 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 one Rama, Ramaha, many Ramas, and Balakaha, Balakaha, and single boy, many boys, and Sikshakaha, Sikshakaha, teacher, teachers, and Devaha, Devaha, God, gods, and Bhaktaha, Bhaktaha, devotee, devotees, and Yuvakaha, Yuvakaha, and similarly Margaha, Margaha. And we have also seen some special forms with pronouns like saha will be te, saha balakaha, te balakaha, eshaha balakaha, ete balakaha, and kaha balakaha, ke balakaha. So like that the questions will, we can make questions in the bahuvachanam. And these forms are all for masculine. And we have also corresponding forms for feminine like Sita, Sitaha. Sita means single Sita. Sitaha, multiple Sitas. And Mala, Malaha. Patrika, Patrikaha. Devi, Devyaha. Lekhani, Lekhanyaha. Nartaki, Nartakyaha. And for pronouns like sa, taha. Sa, balika. Taha, balikaha. Sa patrika, taha patrikaha. Similarly for esha, balika. Etaha, balikaha. Ka, balika. Kaha, balikaha. And these forms are strilinga forms for feminine forms. And for neuter we have seen phalam, phalani, pustakam, pustakani, chitram, chitrani, griham, grihani, palakam, palakani. So and the pronouns for these will be tat, tani, tat phalam, tani, phalani, tat pustakam, tani pustakani. And similarly etat chitram, etani chitrani, etat griham, etani grihani. And kim phalakam, kani phalakani. So these are the questions we can make. And all these forms are neuter forms. And we have some common things like bhavan, bhavantaha. So bhavan is you and bhavantaha is you all. So bhavan chatraha, bhavantaha chatraha, bhavan bhaktaha, bhavantaha bhaktaha. And similarly bhavati, you for feminine, and bhavatyaha, plural form of that. Like bhavati devi, bhavatyaha devyaha. Bhavati mala, bhavatyaha malaha. Bhavati nartaki, bhavatyaha nartakyaha. And similarly for aham, vayam. Aham bharatiyaha, vayam bharatiyaha. Aham chatraha, vayam chatraha. So evam bhavanti. So today's topic is kati. So let me start with examples to understand the meaning of kati. Like we know the sentence like balakaha, balakaha santi, boys are there. And similarly pandavaha santi, pandavas are there. And kauravaha santi, kauravas are there. And asandaha santi, chairs are there. And phalani santi, fruits are there. And puranani santi, the puranas are there. So pustakani santi, the books are there. Malaha santi, the garlands are there. And gaikaha santi, the singers are there. Kshamitam, gaikaha gayanti, singers are singing. And bhaginyaha likhanti, sisters are writing. So these are the words, sentences which we know already, like balakaha santi, boys are there. So now if you want to ask how many boys are there, like how many balakas are there, so you have to prefix with the word called kati. So balakaha santi, kati balakaha santi, how many boys are there. And pandavaha santi, kati pandavaha santi, how many pandavas are there. And kauravaha santi, kati kauravaha santi, how many kauravas are there. Asandaha santi, kati asandaha santi, how many chairs are there. Phalani santi, kati phalani santi, how many fruits are there. Puranani santi, kati puranani santi, how many puranas are there. Pustakani santi, kati pustakani santi, how many books are there. So like that, if you prefix with kati with any sentence, that becomes a question with how many. Like kati balakaha santi, how many boys are there. Here the thing to observe here is all the words which we have written here, all are bahuvachanams. So none of them is singular. If you see balakaah santi bahuvachanam, asandaah santi bahuvachanam, puranani santi bahuvachanam, malaah santi bahuvachanam, gaikaah gayanti bahuvachanam, bhaginyah likhanti bahuvachanam. So whenever we use the question called kati, the sentence must be in bahuvachanam. So we cannot ask kati balakaah asti. We cannot ask like that. We have to ask kati balakaah santi. Okay, so the answer for this question will be like kati balakaah santi. So instead of kati, you have to replace with the corresponding number, like kati balakaah santi. How many boys are there? Pancha balakaah santi. 5 boys are there. And kati pandavaah santi. Pancha pandavaah santi. Kati kauravaah santi. Shata kauravaah santi. Kati asandaah santi. पञ्चासन्दाः सन्ति. कति फलानि सन्ति? 10 फलानि सन्ति. कति पुराणानि सन्ति? 18 पुराणानि सन्ति. कति पुस्तकानि सन्ति? 8 पुस्तकानि सन्ति. कति मालाः सन्ति? 9 मालाः सन्ति. So like that, at the place of kati, we can replace with the corresponding number. So that becomes the answer for the question. So here the simple thing to understand here is, always we have to make a proper bahuvachana sentence and prefix with kati. That becomes a question for how many. And similarly for the answer will be with the same bahuvachana sentence, you have to prefix with number instead of kati. At the place of kati, if you replace with the number, that becomes the answer for that. So now let's do an exercise. You can make any questions, you can make any bahuvachana word and prefix with kati and answer yourself with the with some number, like balakaah santi, kati balakaah santi, pancha balakaah santi. So like that, let's do a small exercise before we get started with the next topic. So the next topic is kutra. It means where. So again we will take the known sentences like yuvakaha asti, mata asti. So yuvakaha asti, young boy is there, and mata asti, mother is there, and pita asti, father is there, and asandaha asti, chair is there, and balakaha kridati, boy plays, and aham asmi, I am there, and vayam patamaha, we are reading, and balika kadati, the girl eats, and bhavan milati, you meet, and bhavantaha gayanti, you all singing, and nartakyaha nrityanti, the dancers are dancing. So we know all these words, we know all these sentences, how to make these sentences. So there is one more question we can ask with this, like yuvakaha asti, the boy is there, and where is the yuvaka is there, where is the yuvaka? So you can prefix with the where. So the same in Sanskrit for where will be kutra. So yuvakaha kutra asti, where is the boy? Mata kutra asti, where is the mother? Pita kutra asti, where is the father? Asandaha kutra asti, where is the chair? Balakaha kutra kridati, where does he play? And aham asmi, aham kutra asmi, where am I? And vayam kutra patamaha, where we are reading. And balika kutra khadati, where does she eat? And bhavan kutra milati, where do you meet? And bhavantaha kutra gayanti, where do you all sing? Nartakyaha kutra nrityanti, where do dancers dance? So if you add kutras to the sentence, that gives a that sentence becomes a question, and it gives a meaning of where. So and kutra can be added at any part of the sentence, like kutra yuvakaha asti, yuvakaha kutra asti, yuvakaha asti kutra. So all means the same. Okay, but general while speaking, the most frequently used form is yuvakaha kutra asti, mata kutra asti, pita kutra asti. These are the right forms. Most of the times we use. Okay, so now we know how to make questions with where. But what could be the answer for this? Like kutra yuvakaha kutra asti? Where is the boy? So answer will be the boy is in the temple, or boy is in school, or boy is in home, or boy is in on the road. So basically you will be specifying some location as an answer for the kutra. So let's take an example. There's a temple. So temple is called as Devalayaha in Sanskrit. So Devalayaha means temple. In the temple, if you want to say, just you have to make it as Devalaye. Like any place, if you want to make that place as a location, you just suffix with a, like Devalayaha, Devalaye, Karyalayaha, Karyalaye, Margaha, Marge. So, for example, Yuvakaha kutra asti? Where does the boy? Uh, where does the boy? And Yuvakaha devalaye asti. And Yuvakaha karyalaye asti. Yuvakaha grihe asti. So Yuvakaha marge asti. So you can say any location with suffix with a. So Yuvakaha devalaye asti. Mata devalaye asti. Mother is at the temple. And Pita devalaye asti. Asandaha devalaye asti. Balakaha devalaye kridati. Boy plays in temple. Aham devalaye asmi. I am at the temple. Vayam devalaye patamaha. We are reading at the temple. Balika devalaye kadati. So Balika eats at temple. And Bhavan devalaye milati. You meet at temple. Bhavantaha devalaye gayanti. You all singing at devalaya. Nartakyaha devalaye nrityanti. So all dancers are dancing at temple. So here when you make devalayaha to devalaye, it gives a meaning of at or on or at and on and in also. At or in. So these three meanings it will give. And similarly, we'll take another location. So we'll take house. So Yuvakaha kutra asti. Yuvakaha, where is Yuvaka? And you want to say Yuvaka is at home. So at home, the griham will become grihe, like Devalayaha, Devalaye. Griham, grihe. So Yuvakaha grihe asti. Mata grihe asti. Pita grihe asti. Asandaha grihe asti. So mother is at home. Father is at home. And chair is at home. Balakaha grihe kridati. Boy plays at house. And aham grihe asmi. I am at home. Vayam grihe patamaha. We read at home. Balika grihe khadati. She eats at home. And Bhavan grihe milati. You meet at home. And Bhavantaha grihe gayanti. You all sing at home. So here grihe gives a meaning of location, like at home. It gives a meaning. So here griham, grihe, and pustakam, pustake, and like pustake aksharani santi, pustake shlokaha santi. So wherever you want to make that object as a location, you can use a as a suffix. So there, now let's take another example. The garden. The garden, we'll take it a word like vatika. So here the little difference happens because the above two locations whatever we have seen is devalayaha, it's a masculine word, and griham, it is a neuter word, but vatika, it is a feminine word. So for all feminine words we have to suffix with yam. So yuvakaha kutra asti, yuvakaha vatikayam asti. And Mata kutra asti? Mata vatikayam asti. Mother is at garden. And Pita kutra asti? Pita vatikayam asti. Asandaha kutra asti? Asandaha vatikayam asti. Balakaha kutra kridati? Balakaha vatikayam kridati. Aham kutra asmi? Aham vatikayam asmi. Vayam kutra smaha? Vayam kutra patamaha? Vayam vatikayam patamaha. So here the thing to observe here is, for all masculine and neuter words we suffix with a, and for all feminine words we will suffix with yam. So if you suffix with a or yam, that gives the meaning like the location. The question for that will be kutra. So kutra means where, and devalaye, vidyalaye, karyalaye, marge, grihe, phale, pustake. So all these like vatikayam, shalayam, malayam, latayam. So all these words give the answers for kutra. That means where. Okay, so let's do a small exercise. We'll just try to frame words with devalaye. Devalaye kim kim asti? What all things are there in temple? So devalaye bhaktaah santi, devalaye devaha asti, devalaye stambhaah santi. So like that we'll try to find what all things are there in temple, and we'll try to make sentences for those things. There are few items listed here. It's like Utpitika Pustakam. Utpitikayam Pustakam asti. Hastaha Pushpam. Haste Pushpam asti. Astaha Phalakam. Haste Phalakam asti. Phalakam Aksharam. Phalake Aksharam asti. Shaka Shukaha. शाकायां शुकः अस्ति. कण्ठः कण्ठहारः. कण्ठे कण्ठहारः अस्ति. हस्तः दीपः. हस्ते दीपः अस्ति. दीपः तैलम् आयिल्. दीपे तैलम् अस्ति. And जलं नौका. जले नौका अस्ति. And भारतदेशः कर्णाटकराज्यं. भारतदेशे कर्णाटकराज्यम् अस्ति. So these are couple of examples to specify the location. And we have also other things like pustakam kutra asti? Pustakam स्यूते अस्ति. फलं कुत्र अस्ति? फलं वृक्षे अस्ति. And घटी कुत्र अस्ति? घटी हस्ते अस्ति. आपणः कुत्र अस्ति? आपणः नगरे अस्ति. फलं कुत्र अस्ति? फलं वने अस्ति. जलं कुत्र अस्ति? जलं चषके अस्ति. Similarly, like pushpam kutra asti? Pushpam vatikayam asti. Habaranam kutra asti? Habaranam kapatikayam asti. Kapatika cupboard. And vastu kutra asti? Vastu petikayam asti, the box. Aushadam kutra asti? Aushadam kupyam asti. Mashi kutra asti? Mashi lekhanyam asti. And Vishwanathaha kutra asti? Vishwanathaha kashyam asti. So here all the neuter and masculine words will end with a, like syutaha syute, vrikshaha vrikshe, hastaha haste, nagaram nagare, vanam vane, chashakaha chashake. And similarly all feminine forms will end with yam. Vatika vatikayam, kapatika kapatikayam, petika petikayam, kupi kupyam, लेखनी लेखन्यां, काशी काश्याम्. अग्रिमविषयः अस्ति कः वासरः. सो अस्मिन् पृष्ठे वयं दिनानां परिचयं वयं प्राप्नुमः. उदाहरणं we learn couple of words which specifies the days. So example, adya. Adya means today. Today in Sanskrit is adya. So and shwaha means tomorrow. Adya today, shwaha tomorrow, parashwaha day after tomorrow, and preparashwaha a day after tomorrow. Like adya today, shwaha tomorrow, parashwaha day after tomorrow, preparashwaha a day after tomorrow. Adya, shwaha, parashwaha, preparashwaha. So these are all for future. Adya today and shwaha, parashwaha, preparashwaha like tomorrow and day after tomorrow and the next day. And tathaiva yaha. Yaha means yesterday. Adya today, yaha yesterday. And parayaha day before yesterday. And preparayaha a day before yesterday. Like adya today, yaha yesterday, parayaha day before yesterday, preparayaha a day before yesterday. So the complete things like adya, shwaha, parashwaha, preparashwaha, adya, yaha, parayaha, preparayaha. So now let's say how do we say today is Friday? So adya shukravasaraha. So adya shukravasaraha. Shwaha shanivasaraha. Shwaha shanivasaraha. And parashwaha bhanuvasaraha. Parashwaha bhanuvasaraha. Day after tomorrow is Sunday. And preparashwaha somavasaraha. The day after tomorrow is Monday. Preparashwaha somavasaraha. Punaha ekavaram. Adya shukravasaraha. Shwaha shanivasaraha. Parashwaha bhanuvasaraha. Preparashwaha somavasaraha. Tathaiva yaha guruvasaraha. Yesterday was Thursday. Yaha guruvasaraha. Parayaha budhavasaraha. Day before yesterday was Wednesday. And preparayaha mangalavasaraha. A day before yesterday was Tuesday. So punaha ekavaram adya shukravasaraha, yaha guruvasaraha, parayaha budhavasaraha, preparayaha mangalavasaraha. So actually if you see this one, this completely covers entire week, all 7 days. Like it starts from bhanuvasaraha, soma like Sunday, bhanuvasaraha Sunday, somavasaraha Monday, and mangalavasaraha Tuesday, budhavasaraha Wednesday, guruvasaraha Thursday, and shukravasaraha Friday, shanivasaraha Saturday. So it covers entire week. So here there is one more new word which we are learning today, kada. Kada means when. So let's see the easy words, easy sentences like balakaha patati. Balaka reads. And aham gachami, I am going. And bhavan likhati, you are writing. And balika kridati, the balika plays. And ramaha gachati, Rama goes. Sita uttishtati, Sita gets up. And mata khadati, Mata eats. And pita nayati, Pita carries. And gaikaha gayanti, singers are singing. So we know all these are under simple sentences which we know how to make it. And so if you see all these sentences, there is a particular action is happening, like balakaha patati, the boy reads. So we can ask question like when does boy read? So balakaha patati. So the word will be kada. Kada balakaha patati. When does boy read? Kada aham gachami. When do I go? And kada bhavan likhati. When do you write? Kada balika kridati, when does balika play? Kada Ramaha gacchati, when does Rama go? And kada Sita uttishtati, when does Sita gets up? And kada Mata kadati, when does Mata eat? So if you prefix with kada, that gives a meaning like when, the action and the when does that action happens. So answers for this will be generally when you use kada, the answers will be the time. Like kada balakaha patati, when does boy read? So maybe you will say he reads at 10 o'clock, or he reads at 5 o'clock, or he reads on Mondays, he reads on Saturdays, he goes office on Mondays. So either it will be on the days or the time. So let's take examples of days. Bhanuvasaraha. So balakaha patati, kada balakaha patati, balakaha bhanuvasare patati. So again it becomes a suffixed. Bhanuvasaraha bhanuvasare, Somavasaraha somavasare, Mangalavasaraha mangalavasare. Like balakaha bhanuvasare patati, aham somavasare gacchami, Bhavan mangalavasare likhati, Balika budhavasare kridati, Ramaha shukravasare gacchati, Sita sanivasare kridati, and Mata uh, and Pita Shanivasare Nayati, Gaikaha Shukravasare Gayanti. So like that, if you want to specify any days as answer, you have to suffix with a, like Bhanuvasare, Somavasare, Mangalavasare, and so on. And similarly, if you want to specify any time, like Prataha Panchavadanam, like Balakaha Kada Patati, when does boy read? He reads at 5 o'clock in the morning. So Prataha Panchavadanam becomes Prataha Panchavadane. So here also it is suffixed with a. Like Prataha Panchavadane Balakaha Patati. Prataha Saptavadane Aham Gacchami. Prataha Navavadane Bhavan Likhati. Prataha Sayam Chaturvadane Balika Kridati. Sayam Panchavadane Ramaha Gacchati. Prataha Chaturvadane Sita Uttishtati. So Sita wakes up morning 4 o'clock. And Prataha Navavadane Mata Khadati. Prataha Dashavadane Pita Nayati. Sayam Panchavadane Gaikaha Gayanti. So like that, if you want to specify any days or any time on which the particular event happened, you have to suffix with a. Bhanuvasare, Somavasare, similarly Panchavadane, Saptavadane, Navavadane. So that's it. Any questions on this part? So maybe we have a small exercise here. So there are a couple of questions written here. So we will try to answer for them, like kada aham uttishtami, kada aham yogasanam karomi, kada aham snanam karomi, kada aham alpaharam karomi, kada aham karyalayam gacchami, kada aham chayam pibami, kada aham bhojanam karomi, kada aham kridami. So these are the questions. You people can make answers for these questions. अत्र केचन शिष्टाचाराः सन्ति. हरिः ओम्. हरिः ओम् means hello, and suprabhatam means good morning, and namaskaraha means the namaste, and shubharatrihi good night, and dhanyavadaha thanks, and swagatam welcome, kshamyatam sorry, and chinta mastu don't worry, or no worries. So these are the few words which we regularly use in our day-to-day conversations in Sanskrit. So that's all for today. Today's summary will be, we have learned few words like kati, it means how many, kati balakaha santi, kati pandavaha santi. The answer will be, the kati will be replaced with the number. Pancha balakaha santi, pancha pandavaha santi. And kutra means where. Balakaha kutra asti, where does boy. Balakaha देवालये अस्ति, बालकः विद्यालये अस्ति, बालकः गृहे अस्ति, बालकः वाटिकायाम् अस्ति. So we have seen lot more examples like this. And Vasaraha, the weekdays. We have seen all 7 weekdays, and we have also seen how to specify today, tomorrow, yesterday in Sanskrit. And we have seen kada. Kada means when. When does boy eat? When does boy go? When does boy gets up? When I am so all these when questions we have seen, like kada balakaha uttishtati, balakaha panchavadane uttishtati, aham kada karyalayam gacchami, aham somavasare karyalayam gacchami. So we have seen questions like kada, and a few sishtachara words like hari om, suprabhatam, shubharatrihi, so kshamyatam, chintamastu. So these words we have seen, and all these words, all these topics you can find in our workbook from the page number 23 to 28. So you can work out all these exercises in the offline from 23 to 28. अस्तु, धन्यवादः. वयम् अग्रिमकक्षायां वयं मिलामः. धन्यवादः. So let's meet in the next class. Thank you.